Hello. Okay, this lesson I just wanted to bring your attention to my virtual book library on Google Classroom. So you would go to the Reading ELX section of classwork right here. You can find it here. It's right here, the symbol supported books cafe. Okay, so when you bring it up, it looks like this. It's like a little cafe, like a Starbucks that you can go and sit and read. And there's a lot of books that you can read. I'm just going to read one with you today so you can see it. I'm going to pick this one here. Okay. So this story is Little Red Riding Hood. There's the picture. There's a little girl with a hood, a red hood. And there is somebody or something in a bed. Okay, so I'm going to read. A long time ago, a sweet, kind girl always wore a red cloak with a hood. People called her Red Riding Hood. See, there's her cloak. It's kind of like a coat or a cape with a hood. Okay. Now she has a basket. One day, Little Red Riding Hood's mother said, "Grandmother is very sick. Please bring a basket with food. Remember, do not talk to strangers." So she sent her with a basket of food to her grandmother's house and reminded her not to talk to strangers. Has anybody ever told you not to talk to strangers? Okay, if you're not sure why, it's because it's not safe. It can be dangerous to talk to strangers. So there's Red Riding Hood, and there is a wolf. Red Riding Hood walked down the path to grandmother's house. Red Riding Hood saw a wolf. The wolf said, "Hello, little girl, where are you going?" Okay. Now, is a wolf safe to talk to? Probably not. It's a stranger, for one thing, and wolves are just not safe to be around. Okay. Red Riding Hood said, "I am going to my grandmother's house to bring her food." And there's her grandma. There's a picture of her grandmother. Okay. The wolf ran to the grandmother's house. The wolf ate grandmother and put her clothes on. The wolf laid in grandmother's bed and waited. So there's the wolf in grandmother's bed. There's Red Riding Hood. Red Riding Hood opened the door at grandmother's house. The wolf looked like grandmother. The wolf said, "Red Riding Hood, come in." So she goes in to her room where she's in bed because she's sick. Red Riding Hood saw grandmother. Grandmother looked different. Red Riding Hood said, "What a big nose you have. What big teeth you have." The wolf jumped out of bed and ate Red Riding Hood. Okay, there's the wolf in the bed and still in grandmother's pajamas. The wolf was very full and tired. The wolf took a nap. A carpenter walked to grandmother's house and heard the wolf. And there's the carpenter. A carpenter is somebody who works with wood, like building houses. He's got a hammer. Okay, so the carpenter heard the wolf sleeping. The carpenter cut the wolf's tummy very quietly and carefully. Red Robin and her grandmother walked out. The wolf decided to not eat humans ever again. The end. Okay, so that one was kind of a strange story, huh? So it is just like the book, but maybe a little bit shortened and simplified. So there's a lot of books you can read here. Anne Frank is a good book. And the good thing about these is they are good for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. This is what 6th, 7th, and 8th graders would be reading. The Diary of Anne Frank Sounder, The Great Gatsby, Pride and Prejudice, Alice in Wonderland, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I think. Yeah, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That's another good one we could read sometime. And, oops. And there's a few others that are on here that you might be interested in. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Robin Hood, Wonder. That's a good book. The Outsiders, that I remember reading in 7th grade. The Hobbit, Holes, Where the Red Fern Grows, The Hunger Games. To Kill a Mockingbird is a very good book. Twilight, Jumanji, Oliver Twist, Of Mice and Men, Odyssey, Tom Sawyer, and I Have a Dream about Martin Luther King Jr. Okay, so those are some of the books that you can read there. If you want me to read any more with you, let me know. Pick a book and I'll read it with you next